Big news for a former Nebraska football coach today. A domestic assault charge for strangulation has been dropped. At today's hearing, a judge dismissed the charge after receiving an email from the victim in February. It stated they would not testify. Court documents show an out-of-state subpoena was issued to contact the victim in the Mickey Joseph case, but after multiple attempts, the victim could not be reached. Joseph has been out on bond following his arrest on November 30th of last year. In court documents, the victim told officers the two were arguing when Joseph allegedly pushed them, forcing them to fall on a couch and then, quote, placed his hands around her throat, end quote. Joseph was contacted by police and was taken into custody that day. He denied any wrongdoing, though, throughout the entire process.